Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bauman. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch to keep this drive going.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They booted away on 4th down. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Longhorns offense will have its first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now the play fake. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. To the air, it's Beck. They'll run the screen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll try the run. There he goes! That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles, and get them on the ground.
They get him up rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
And the Canes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Manning. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Here's the handoff. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Now they'll run it to the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wingo. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tries to do it himself on the draw. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, going to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the first down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's fourth down. Like, fourth down and goal, and I gotta reach that ball. First down, second down, I can't fumble. But right there, if I'm stretching the ball and I'm trying to get it across that plane, so be it. I don't know if he was going to get it anyways, but big play by the defense, big stop. Now your offense gets to go right on the field.
Got it in the middle. It's Bauman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a man. It's back. Makes the grab on the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Catch in the middle. It's Fletcher. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Canes are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. The Hurricanes are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Hurricanes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Back to pass, it's back. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
I'll tell you, sometimes you get in these snowy, blizzard-like conditions. It's hard even to see the football after it's thrown in the air. Give the defender a lot of credit there, not just for catching it, but also locating the football before getting that interception.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Now on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pulls it in on the right.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
What a run! Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out. The Longhorns back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They run the reverse. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Well, the defense is going to be kicking themselves for that. They knew coming into this game they had to stop this wide receiver, and it wasn't just going to be catching the football. They knew they might see him in the run game as well. Really good timing on the reverse call there. Down in the red zone, the defense just not able to catch up and make a tackle.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. They bring the punter onto the field now. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. This quarterback part of their running game. Oh, he's got some space. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Nice job by this defense stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Trying play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They're executing beautifully.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
Texas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul, but I'm trying to put...
He's loose. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. To the air, it's back. Catch in the middle, it's Carney. The Canes will keep this drive going. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Power football with the run. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
Got him downfield. Lots of running room at the 30. The 10. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
And guys, the defense's head might be spinning a little bit after giving up that huge gain on the first play. Back to throw, it's Manning. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Looking for room, it's Fletcher. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Just just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Zings it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Handoff to the single back. Powers through the defender. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, it's reverse. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
To the air, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. He's going to take off inside the 45. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force him into 3rd and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but, man, got to do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket, because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick and gets that 3rd down conversion.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the run, it's Baxter. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give out of the gun. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Makes the catch. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Wide open spaces. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's Bauman.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. It's complete on the right side. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Dropping back, it's back. He's got it and still on his feet. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few 1st downs and make something positive happen.
Trying to bull his way in. He was angling for that pylon, and the defense stopped him short on 4th and goal. sending the offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To throw, it's back. Fires to the big fella.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll take it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think
he's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. Listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Touchdown, Miami! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The give to the back. Got room to work. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. the defense desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's back. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking to throw, it's back. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
The Canes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.